Hello everyone and welcome back to the 5th race of AV, Season 15. We've got 13 drivers today. We've got a light drizzle here in Silverstone, as usual. And qualifying is about to get underway. Let's see if some drivers are gonna go out. That looks like Euphoria. He's back again. After being absent last race, he fell asleep just before the race and kept sleeping through the race and missed the race. But he's back today and he's on intermediate tires. Let me give you a standings update. Our championship contenders. Wessel is currently leading the championship by, I need to check, that seems to be 12 points ahead of Panda, 14 points ahead of Fight Me. He's got a reasonable lead. Oh, and that's Euphoria going backwards, but there's not that many people out on track, only 4, and that's his teammate Zach. Going to be the first person to set a lap, I think. Let's have a look at Zachary on his outlap currently. As you may hear, my voice is a bit meh, so I'll try my best to make this race entertaining to watch regardless. So the weather could play a big role today. I think we're gonna have a drying track in qualifying, so drivers going out right now, it's basically a practice for the rain that might come out later in the race. Might also not rain in the race, we're not sure. McLaren are leading the Constructors' Championship with 88 points over Sauer's 74. That's a 14-point gap. That's the same gap between Wessel and Fight Me. At the exit of the last corner, I saw Zach going a little bit sideways, but he's kept his car straight. Let's go on board on the wet circuit of Silverstone. Should have a list of all the corner names ready at some point. Now going on the back straight, which is the longest straight on the track, the hangar straight, going into Stowe. Made very famous by many drivers, of course, because Michael Schumacher crashed there once. He broke his leg or something. Also many battles going into Stowe corner. Now going into the final corner. Club corner, it's a 141.777. For Zach, I should actually turn on all the thingies. Tires, everyone's on inters, I would assume. Let's like this. Lowens put in a new fastest lap, 141.1. I think there's probably gonna be 130. No, There's gonna be a lot faster laps because it's still wet. Should be drying soon. That's Laurens going out of the way. Lars goes already 2 seconds faster than Laurens. I think the track might be drying already. 12 minutes and a bit left in this session. We've got 5 drivers setting lap time. Mark goes faster, a 1:38.4. We're gonna see even more faster lap times once the track starts drying. Right now everyone's still on the inters. Next driver to cross the line should be Dans. Oh, he's on an out lap, never mind. It's one of the Ferraris then, should be Tenta. Tenta is on a lap. So 1:22 so far, going into Stowe. There's a yellow flag, that's one of the McLarens. Now let's see what Tenta can do. It's not looking too great looking at the timer, but it's going to be a banker lap. This first part is not that important since the track is going to dry anyway. It's a 1:42 for Tenta. Next across the line should be Razorblade again. And he does improve, goes faster than Tenta. Fast puts it in second place. He's 2/10 down on Mark, but in front of the 2 Mercedes. I've got a new provisional pole sitter with Panda here going 2/10 faster than Mark. Zach and Milo currently 6th and 7th. I think Milo just put in a lap. Yeah, he just put in a lap. That is both Mercedes back into the pits. That might be Mark setting another lap time here. But he's a lot slower than before. That's 5 seconds off the pace. What about Wessel? Wessel dives back into the pits as well. And as you can see, it's fully dry now. Just will take a little bit of time for the track to dry, but in this game it should be rather quickly. We've got 9 drivers who've set a lap time on the intermediates. I can check here, yeah. Let's keep it like this. You have a driver. Euphoria might go out on softs already. Don's out on track. Ah, that's offline. That's gonna be invalid, I think. Let's see. Let's actually go on board. Can we go on board? Yeah, there we go on board. It's not invalid because he slowed down enough. Might be coming into the pits though. Let's see if there's any drivers out on the softs already. Doesn't look like it yet. Nope, Milo also not. Comes across the line, goes into 5th though, splits the 2 Mercedes drivers with a 1:39.7. And let's check. There's a few drivers. Yeah, there we go. Zach is gonna be the first driver on the soft tire. Go out. Mark goes significantly faster because the track is dry, but he still did his time on 3-lap-old inters. Here we go. Zachary is the soft pioneer. Exploring the track right now, feeling the grip, going from left to right, seeing how aggressive he can be with the car today on these drying conditions. Luke is very dry already. Yeah, this game seems a little bit unrealistic in how quickly the track dries. Might also be percentage we're driving. Oh, he's into the wall. Front wing gone. Lap time gone. He can still make it back to the pits and fit a new tire. Don't go backwards for too long. You might get disqualified. Okay, he's good. Whew. Okay. Got a little bit worried there. It happened in Kota last season, where Mark got disqualified after a spin and driving backwards too far. I think then we're gonna see Euphoria on soft tires first, or is it gonna be Lowens? No, Lowens still on Inters. Let's go back to Euphoria. Seems to be quite alright actually. Maybe still a little bit cold, the track, maybe a bit difficult to warm these soft tires. They must have more grip than the Inters. Would be weird if they didn't. Still very slippery going through this corner, especially very tricky to go full throttle. Going into Abbey, turn 1. Then going into Village, turn 3 here, right-hander, hard braking zone is going to be our main braking zone for the race. Although some overtakes can be done into turn 1, it's practically flat out, maybe need to lift a little bit if it's very busy there. Now going onto the Wellington Straight, into Brooklands. Through the long right-hander Luffield. Is very much flat out right-hander Woodcote. Then the famous or infamous Cops Corner, of course, where Max and Lewis Hamilton had their tumble in 2021. Now maybe even the more famous Beckett and Chapel. The right-hander is Beckett, this left-hander is Chapel onto the hangar straight. This used to be an airport and there used to be hangars here, not anymore I think. Maybe the hangars are still there. Actually they might be still there. Obviously not in use, but they're probably still there. Through Stowe, now into Vale. Left-hander, club, right-hander, double right-hander here. Very difficult to get the throttle on, but he's got a lap down. It's P3. 136.7, still slower than the 2 fastest intermediate runs. Also on a lap is Wessel, who we've missed, and he's almost 2 seconds faster than Panda on his soft run. Panda on his intermediate run, on Wessel's soft run. Next across the line should be one of the Mercedes. It's Lars diving into the pits. But then we have... Is that Dance? Going to start a lap on softs. I think he'll be the 3rd runner on softs, maybe? Unless we have BG. BG on Inters, okay. Dance on softs. Let's go on board. Let's go have a look at this lap. How much is he gonna improve? He's going a little bit wide. It's still within track limit. Well, not within track limits, but it's still valid though. Oh, that's a lap ruined there. Make sure you're not in the way of the car behind. Is he on an out lap? PG setting some alright lap times. He's in the gravel. Yeah, he's on Inters. He should have pitted. What time is it? 3 minutes. Should have gone to softs. He's in the gravel again. Should have pitted and gone to softs, and maybe he would have gotten a faster lap time. 1:45 might not do it. Panda, meanwhile, on 5 lap old Inters, put the fastest lap 1:34.0. That's crazy. Absolutely wild. So I guess both tires are about the same. Maybe the softs are just not good enough, as I don't see that many soft runners. Was that who was that coming across the line? It's gonna be BG again. No, that's Razor actually. It's on an out lap, and behind that we have Dance also gonna try another lap. There were the others. Might still go out for a final lap. Fight Me just set the fastest lap, I assume. That's... Oh my goodness, that's 5.6 seconds faster than the rest. The track's fully dried now. And I think everyone's gonna go and try to put a lap time on... Yeah, everyone's on soft right now, except for Milo. BG still out on interest, of course. Let's Fight Me on another improvement. Would be insane. Look at these. Look at this cornering. Beautiful. Could have taken maybe a little bit more track there. It's slower, never mind. But what about all these others? There's a lot of yellow flags. I think that's BG going slowly, so I won't see how much time is left. It's a bit annoying. 18 seconds left. Everyone's lining up. Ooh, is Mark gonna set a lap time? He's on his out lap. Everyone's gotta go right now. I don't think there's enough time. I think he might be too late. He spun as well. He's gonna be too late. He's gonna be the first person to cross the line. Let's go on board with Wessel right now. He's in third at the moment. Mark's finished. Milo's finished. Tenta's finished. Dance is gonna start last. BG's in the pit. Let's see what Wessel can do here. I think he's gonna be the first driver. Razorblade puts it in P2 with a 1:30.8. That's a phenomenal lap for him. But all these other drivers are still gonna have to set their lap time on the soft tires. That the track has dried up. So we're gonna see a lot of crazy jumps. There's a little bit of a snap from Wessel there. On the exit of Cop's Corner going into Maggots. Zach goes into P3 right now. Panda's still behind there, so let's take a look at Wessel. Wessel puts a purple sector 2. Across the line right now is gonna be Euphoria. We'll see him jump up on the left side of our screen. It's gonna be pole position for Euphoria right now, unless one of these drivers is gonna improve, which I do assume. Wessel takes provisional pole. Here come Allowance, puts it in P4, and Fight Me doesn't get pole position, but Panda does. Oh my goodness, everyone is jumping up. Let me take a look at the standings. I really didn't have a good look there. It was changing until the end. I think Panda's got pole. He does have pole position. It's very close though. Actually, it's not very close. 3/10 between Panda and Wessel, and then Euphoria in third place. Very narrowly ahead of Fight Me. Only 7 drivers with a lap on the soft tires. You can see that it's significantly faster though. With Fight Me 4th. Allowance is 5th. Razorblade is 6th. And the rest is the rest. Let's see if the start's gonna be dry. Looks dry to me. But it is cloudy, so we might have a bit of rain throughout the race. We will keep an eye on it. So Panda, who's currently second in the championship, will start from pole position. He's got 1 point in the back today. No longer got to worry about that. All he's got to worry about is the race itself. Now we're waiting for everyone to basically get loaded in. Usually takes a little while. In the meantime, there's not much we can do. We can speculate different strategies. Some people can gamble for a soft tire start maybe. I don't know how long they last though. If it starts raining in the middle of the race, maybe a bit early rain, soft tire might be the way to go. Medium might be the safest option. Fight Me is gonna go on the hard as usual, I do assume. That I'm not so sure. Let's take a look here as we go into the formation lab, which allows me to have a look at the tire. Ooh, that's a lot of hard tires. Well, the entire top 6 is on hard, Zach's on mediums, which means that Red Bull are splitting their strategy. Both Mercedes on the hard. And the bottom 3, Tenta, BG and Dons. Ooh, if there's early rain or an early safety car, that would help them out tremendously. That would help them out so much. And we've got Zach, Fest and Milo on the medium tires in the midfield. They might be able to jump some places at the start if they use that little bit more grip that they will have. If they can get a good start. Game says it's going to be a 3-stopper. A 2-stopper. Might be. I know Silverstone is pretty hard on tire wear. So it's going to be likely to be a 2-stopper. If it starts raining though, the inters go pretty long. So then it might become a 1-stopper. I've seen 0-stoppers on this track where the entire race was rainy. Crazy stuff. Very, very crazy stuff. We might see some more crazy stuff today. We've got Panda weaving all over the place. We've got Wessel lining up behind him. We've got Euphoria on the second row next to Fight Me. Lauwen starting in 5th. That's a good position to start from. Would consider that maybe best of the rest. As the top 4 are maybe excluding Euphoria title contenders. Euphoria has missed 2 of the last 4 races. He needs to pick up the pace, but I think it's fair to say that Fight Me, Wessel and Panda are in a league of their own this season. Let's go back to the front of the pack to watch the race start of the 5th race of season 15. We'll be looking at the lights. We'll be looking at the drivers. And all the lights are on now, and they're all out very quickly. Panda gets a good start. Wessel does not. Euphoria goes round the outside into P2. Wessel is going to have to fight me. And Panda gets a good start. They're still side by side for P4. Fight Me does get into P3. Makes a little bit of a dive for P2. On to Euphoria. Let's have a look at the position changes. That's a lot of them. Mark got the best start here. Lauwen's dropped 1 position. Wessel still all over the back of Fight Me. Fight Me is looking forward to maybe gain a place on Euphoria. We're seeing something here. Is that Lars and Razorblade very close to each other? All 3 of them going wide. Lars gets a better exit and gets the overtake done. He's now behind his teammate who lost the position to Fast earlier on in the opening lap. And who do we see there? That's Zach and Milo. Zach try to move there, loses a bit of room. And I think is now side by side with Tenta. Tenta gets the position on Zach Dunn. P11 for him. The soft tires haven't really helped B and Dance so far yet. Panda has a little bit of a gap. Fight Me is opening the attack on Euphoria for P2. He wants to win his home race. You can see the pace difference already. They're all on hards here. They're all on the same tire. Wessel might be able to get something done here. DRS has been activated. He's already used half of his ERS. No move done. And Lars overtakes Fast into... Which one was that again? The corner before Luffield. Lots of action in the opening lap of this race. Also at the back here, Zach going a bit over the gravel. BG's having some issues again with his connection. Ooh, Tenta going wide. Is there anything going on right here? Yes, there is. That's Wessel and Five Me fighting side by side on the Hangar Straight. They're getting closer to Euphoria. They're still going side by side through Stowe. But Wessel stays ahead. Wessel might do a move there on Euphoria. And he doesn't get the move done. Gets sent back to P3, but he's in front of Fight Me. And we've got Mark joining this pack, all chasing Euphoria. Meanwhile, Panda is gaining and gaining. They're going side by side again. Fight Me going for a move. They're going out 3 wide now. He's in McLaren sandwich. Let's go on board with Mark. Trying to take different lines through these 2 corners. There's a little bit of a glitch there. Interesting. Multiple battles going on right now. Mark is losing a bit of pace. Meanwhile, Fight Me has overtaken Wessel. Now he's going for the move round the outside of Euphoria. And I think he gets the move done before Stowe is into P2. And now what he wants to do is get back at Panda, try to gain as much time as possible. Euphoria defending hard here. It's going side by side into the last corner. They stay within track limits. I think Wessel had to lift a little bit there. They're still going side by side. There's a bit of contact. But they both stay on track. And I think Mark is going for the dive bomb immediately. It's not deep enough. Euphoria dropping back to P4 now. See if we can very long. Meanwhile, Lars has also caught up to this pack. And Wessel's losing time on Fight Me. Fight Me is already out of the DRS. Wessel's out of the DRS range of Fight Me. Nice helicopter cam. You can see these 4 drivers chasing each other. I think that last podium spot is going to be interesting. Unless Wessel can get away here. Milo's very close behind Fast. Fast has dropped back, I think, quite a few places. Oh, actually gained a place. I thought he qualified higher. Breezer and Zach lost the most places. He could have gone down the inside. He stays behind Fast right now. Right here, looking to be very close. Euphoria stays within DRS of Wessel. That's his lifeline right now. We see Lars trying different lines, trying to get past Mark. I think Fight Me is slowly but surely catching Panda. Milo still chasing Fast, different lines. That's not necessarily better lines. Fast doesn't have DRS though. The exit is better, and I see raindrops on the screen. Ooh. That was a little rough. Oh, but now Razorblades got a better run because Milo had to avoid a collision with Fast. They all stay out, but that is Wessel and Lars pitting. And Lawrence is pitting. We're going to see a double stack here. Let's see if it works out. Oh, and there's a crash. Is that Razorblade? Looks to be Razorblade. Yes, he's made contact with the wall. Is his front wing seems to be intact. It'd be crazy if he didn't have any damage. No, I didn't see the pit stop. That sucks. Tenta's also in the pits. Going for inters already. Drizzling. Drizzle. A little bit of drizzle. Little drizzle. A safety car right now would be catastrophic for the drivers that just pit. Lap 6, that's early. Actually, the end of lap 5. And the gap from 5 to Panda is 1.5 seconds. It's going down. Battle for third currently. Now with Wessel gone. Euphoria doesn't have any DRS anymore. He stays ahead of Mark for now though. We have here Milo and Fast again. Fivey speeded in the pit lane. That's a 10-second penalty that he'll likely regret. Unless he can do some Fivey stuff. Oh, that's Dance, I think, in the wall. Yes. Spun into... Ooh, that's very dangerous there. Dangerous return to track. Luckily he was ghosted. Otherwise there might have been a collision with Lawrence. Lawrence avoided. The other drivers, now almost all of them are in the pits. Dance also in the pits. 5Me pitted. Panda decided to stay out on the hard tires. The lap times must be so slow right now. Let's compare 5Me's second sector to Panda's second sector. Panda is going over the line right now. 112.1. 5Me just came out of the pit, so that's not a good example. What about Wessel? I think Wessel pit 1 lap earlier. Yep, Wessel pit 1 lap earlier. Let's see what Wessel's lap time is when coming across the line. 5Me has now caught up to Fast and Milo, who are still on the hard tires, or on mediums, I think. I didn't check the times. Oh, everyone else should be pitting right now. Oh, we've got another spin. I think that's Milo. He's crashed into the pit entry, but he's made it. He's gonna lose so much time with... Lawrence is pitting. Oh no, Lawrence is not pitting. What am I thinking? I was looking wrong. It's BG pitting. Everyone else pitting, so I can get rid of this one. Everyone's got 1 pit stop. Don's gone to wet tires. Crazy. Panda came out ahead of... Oh, wait, they're fighting actually. 5Me and Panda are fighting. And 5Me does get first place. But that 10-second penalty is gonna hurt him. Cost him a lot of time, namely 10 seconds. Wessel still in third. Euphoria with the... I think Euphoria did an overcut actually. Pit a lap later than Wessel. Is that true? Yeah, Euphoria's tires are 1 lap younger. He's still within a... No, not anymore. Not anymore, within a second. Is DRS still a thing? Can't really tell. There's no one within DRS in the DRS sector right now. See if Panda is able to stay with Fight Me here. Or he is also able to stay with Wessel. Now that the rain has started to come in. So we've got like little packs here. 1, 2 together. We've got 3, 4 together. We've got 5, 6 together. Lowndes is in the middle of nowhere, followed by Fast. And we've got Tenta here in front of Milo. Milo dropped back quite a lot then, because of his crash while trying to enter the pit lane. Not sure what happened there. Fight Me going wide a little bit on Copse corner. Bond is able to stay with him. What Fight Me needs right now is to drive away. Caps now 0.9 seconds. He's not gaining that much time. I think Wessel's also getting closer. He's the only one within a second of the driver ahead right now. I think, nope, that's not true. Razorblade and Zach are very close to each other. Razorblade might try to... Ooh, he lifts a lot. And I don't think there's gonna be a move anytime soon. That's Dirty Arrowwood. Zach very much sliding into turn 3. Now lining up for Wellington Straight. When can you plonk the throttle? Such a delicate matter, but I think these two British people know how to drive in the rain. At least I would assume. So close together. Are we gonna see a move into Copse? He's got more exit speed. He's got ERS. And he's got the move done before Copse. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. On the edge of the capabilities of the car, the grip. He's got the move done. You can see Zach's already dropping back. 6 tenths, 7 tenths, 8 tenths. Now let's take a look at Fast for a little bit. Ooh, that's Zachary, who we saw struggling earlier on in the gravel. What's he doing with his steering wheel? That's wonky. He's trying to get temperature into his tires. He keeps going. The tires must suck so much. What? It's Is that retirement we're gonna see here? Or is he gonna find his grip back? Oh, is his steering wheel doing weird maybe? Oh, it's going off track there. Steering wheel might be acting up. Braking also didn't really work there. That's a weird situation to be in. Meanwhile, Fast has overtaken Laurens. Vaimi gets a penalty for exceeding track limits. He's the first one to do so. Unexpectedly. Now we've got Milo chasing Tinta. Let's go to there for 10th place. 1 point on the line. Lovely footage of maggots. Now we're going into Beckett's and Chapel onto the Hanger Straight. And Milo's just within a second. Of course, DRS doesn't get activated because it's raining. No one's within a second anymore. There is a... Oh, that's a McLaren in the wall. It is Mark. He's already got a 10-second penalty to his name. Yet so far no safety car. Has he got a little bit of damage? Yes, he does. That's gonna cause some trouble. He's gonna have to pit, right? Because this seems to be undrivable. He's gonna lose so much time. He's gonna have to pit. Oh. That's a rough call. Ooh, he's going very wide. He's going into the gravel and he's crashed out. And we've got a retirement. Is that a safety car? Is it a safety car? I believe not. I think it's a virtual then. Don't see the safety car on the map. It's not a safety car, is it? It's just a stupid virtual. Well, Vaimi takes this opportunity to get rid of his 10-second penalty. This is very good timing for Vaimi. We should be... Yeah, Mark is done with this race. We should be green flagging pretty soon, though. Vaimi's the only one pitting during this virtual. Oh, Don's got a drive through. Oh boy. That's a rough penalty. That's... Ooh. That's ruining your race. There's a drive through right now. Ah, that's gonna cost you way too much time. Anything interesting going on, Milo? He's chasing Tenta for P9 now. Used to be P10. At least now they both get points with Mark retiring. See if he can get a better exit here. Seems to do so, but his left-hander on the curb, going a bit wide. Is Tenta using a lot of ERS? He's not using a lot of ERS, he's still got a lot of reserve. That's gonna be a tough cookie for Milo to overtake. And is that Vaimi off again? You have a battle with Laurens maybe? I did not see anything on the map. Maybe he just spun? And he's currently in 7th place. And the only one with a 3-second time penalty. But I think he should very easily get Laurens back here. I wonder. That's not going to be possible for him to catch back up to the lead of the pack, right? I assume not. He's pushing Lowndes through the corner. He's diving into turn 4. And he gets the move done easily. And he's on his way too fast now. Is this rain gonna go to the end? I'm wondering. Is it gonna stop soon? Are we gonna see more pit stops? 12 laps to go. We're a bit over halfway. Step Milo now trying to maybe make a move around the outside. He's on the curb. Different lines tend to sliding, but staying ahead of Milo. Oh, they're both gliding. Tend to keep it straight. And he stays ahead for now. Very defensive lines from Tenta there. Trying to break whatever slipstream there is. And that's also a 3-second penalty for fast. He's the second person to get one. And he might get a better exit here on Langer Straight. He doesn't. Tenta gets a better exit. He's off into the distance. Not much going on right now. Oh, we've got pit stops. Tenta and Milo both pitting. They're going for wet tires? Dan's from wet tires, right? Yes, he is. Let's have a look at Tenta. That seems to be wet tires. Fully wet tires. Are they going to be faster though? It is raining significantly harder than a few laps ago, that's for sure. Let's see. Whistle so far away. 7 seconds and 7 tenths. Euphoria hanging on to P3. And then there's a big gap to Lars. Fast and Fine, we both have a penalty. Lowndes is driving a very lonely 7th. He's already lost almost 5 seconds on Fight Me. Ahead. And then we've got the 2 Racing Bulls. Razorblade and BG. I don't know what's happening with BG. Also, last week we had this. I think this is BG driving though. I don't think this is the AI. This is not the AI. Right? No, maybe it is. The ERS management is a bit odd. I don't know what the AI's ERS management looks like. Should be investigated. For now though, both Racing Bulls in the points. Tenta's hanging on to 10th. And Milo's been dropped out of the points because they both pitted. Should be catching up to BG soon. Euphoria also gets a penalty. But that shouldn't cost him anything, I think. I think Milo is just staying behind Tenta. I think that's Panda getting ready to lap them. Here we go. Milo and Tenta, they're both getting ghosted. And Dans is out of the race. He's retired in pits. He's... seemed a bit too bleak, I think, with the drive-thru as well. Was very far behind on the others. Milo going off track there to let Panda pass. Fair play, but now Tenta had to give up the position, and that's lost him some time on this corner exit. Does Milo have enough? No, he doesn't. Zach's also not too far behind. I think everyone in from 10th to 12th is still in the race for a point. That's a shame to see Dans go. And his streak of points is gone. Four races with points in a row. That's quite admirable, quite an achievement. And Wessel, I believe, is the only one to have points in every single race this season so far. We're only on the 5th race. Crazy. Tenta's got a penalty. Oh, that's a rough one. As it stands, I think he'll definitely drop to P11, maybe even P12. Yeah, Zach has caught up. Yeah, almost will drop him back 2 places. It's not looking like it's gonna dry up anytime soon. Wessel is gaining a little bit of time on Panda. No, it's not. He's losing a significant amount. Euphoria is... probably pushing quite a lot. Although he doesn't need to worry too much about drivers behind. He's got a 17-second margin behind. What's the closest gap right now? I think it's this one. Fast behind 5Me. 5Me's just overtaken Fast though. And Zach also gets a penalty. The penalties are starting to drop in one by one. Only 8 more laps remaining. Let's see, where's Panda? Is Panda crossing the line right now? Yep, there we go. 8 more laps remaining. Ooh. A little drift from Fast there. Five Me's catching up to Lars. Lawrence also got a penalty now. Shouldn't do too much damage. These seem to be quite tough conditions though. Well, let's go. What's going on here? There's a battle going on for 10th place. In the meantime, Zach's also got a 3-second penalty. Which is very nice for Milo. Oh, this time Tenta goes too wide and they're going side by side, I think. By the time they get back into my screen. They're still going side by side. Where is he? Oh, he's dropped back behind. They're on different tires as well. Tenta's on soft tires. Milo's on new Inters, I think, then. We've got a 3-way battle for 10th. 1 point on the line. And they're also being lapped, so they're also gonna have to... Oh, Tenta is sliding all over the place. I think Milo is not staying ahead. Weirdly enough. They are gonna have to give the place to Wessel coming through. And that little kerfuffle there has given Zach P11 and can now start chasing Tenta. Meanwhile, 5Me is overtaking Lars, has overtaken... No, he's not overtaking Lars. Let it. so close. He's got so much more speed. He's going on the inside. On the pit straight. Should be an easy pass done. Lars Strangtering on in there. He's getting pushed wide. And he has to brake on the grass. Almost loses the car. That's a 10-second penalty. That's stupid. Since he got pushed off. Oh, and if it dries up. Oh, that's gonna be drama on the track. There might be nothing the stewards can do about that 10-second penalty. Unless it doesn't dry up. It seems to be getting drier. And Zach has overtaken Tenta. I think before Cops. Oh, this is a rough battle here. With the car. Oh, he's almost lost it again. Milo now on the back of Tenta again. He's got no ERS. What's this ERS management? Awful ERS management. It's drying up low. Tenta, keep it straight. Keep it straight. Keep it straight. Ooh, he's pitting. It's getting too dry for his wet tires. There's no way he's going for slicks. No way he's going for slicks. He's going for inters. Must be going for inters. And we see a new set of inters for Tenta. Trying to do a little undercut. Maybe if the other guys are also pitting. I mean, a little bit of a boring race, but the strategy is interesting, I think. Because now it's like it's drizzling again. Might be dry, might be fully dry the last 3 laps. Yeah, Panda seems to... There seems to be no clouds on the horizon. Seems to be all clear on the horizon for Panda's race. However the saying goes. I don't know. You guys don't know what I mean, right? There's a little bit sliding into turn 3 though, but seems to be alright. 14 seconds with 5 laps to go. Euphoria driving a very solid race so far. Being able to stay with Wessel for most of the race, at least, like, he's not falling back that far. 3.3 seconds behind. Who's got the fastest lap? Actually, that's another penalty for Tenta. That's gonna hurt. Let's see who's got the fastest lap. Right. Fastest lap in the hands of Panda. I don't think they're gonna be able to get that lap anymore. It's still drizzling with 5.5 laps to go. No way. That's gonna be 2 points in the back for Panda. The tires are starting to get a little bit old, these intermediates. Find me desperately trying to chase down Euphoria. Is Euphoria gonna get a home podium? Sort of home Grand Prix for him. Living in the UK at the moment, might get a podium here. Find Me might miss out. in which might be a crucial race for the course of this Drivers' Championship. Where's that in the pits? Is that Fast? Fast is in the pits with a few laps to go, and he's going for a new set of inters. He won't be losing any positions, I think. Lawrence is coming around the final quarter now. It is a long pit lane though. And Lawrence comes out. Just behind. Oh, that's close. Lawrence is on old inters now. And it's still drizzling. I think we're gonna have rain till the end. At least this means that we might get rid of Lars's penalty, though I don't think it's going to be super necessary because Fast is now 24 seconds behind. Don't know necessarily if I fast pit though. No, grip there into Cobb's corner. Don't get another penalty right now. Maybe if you're Lawrence, you say, please do get another penalty right now, because that will grant him another position. P6, namely. That's Tenta in the pits again. Having a tough race. At least he's going till the end. Ha! I take back... I should not have said that. LOL. Okay, and we continue. Ooh, oh, it's Razor Blade on the grass, and the gravel, and into the pits. His teammate currently running in 9th? Razor Blade retires? Why? Why? What happened? That's really weird. Maybe he had to go, but that's really strange. Really strange. I think BG's AI. Zach might be playing with him a little bit. Not too sure though. And now there were only 10. I thought we would have 12 finishers. If you would have asked me 1 lap ago. Apparently 10. Alright, I won't complain too much. It's just, it's unfortunate. I think we need to investigate BG for sure. Lars' 10-second penalty should get removed rather easily. 10-second penalty for cutting turn 2? That's not even corner you can cut that easily. There's a... Oh, it's Euphoria is backwards. He's backwards. Is that a... Oh, his tire's blown. His tire's gone. Euphoria has been cruising in P3 his entire race and his tire's gone. His right wheel is in the air. And that's the same for Wessel. The same thing happened to Wessel with 2 laps to go. What's happening? Feime's jumped back up into P2. Wait a minute. What's going on with Feime? Oh, Wessel and Euphoria. Euphoria is very... Wessel's closer to the pit at least. It's both the rear left tires. Euphoria's got a long way to go. That's painfully long. That's very long. Wait, is Wessel... Oh, Wessel's stranded again. It's a right-hand corner. That sucks, but he's gonna make it to the pits. He's gonna lose out a lot of positions. Lars is gonna get a podium here. Most likely. If his tire doesn't blow. Panda's on the last lap. He's got half a lap left to go. Fast is overtaking Euphoria now. Drama on the last lap. Absolute madness. Wessel's in the pits right now. He's not going to do another lap. With those tires, he's going to have to go to a new set of inters. Faimi is going to get a podium here. And Euphoria is losing positions all over the place. Might just wait for Panda to lap him, honestly. It's gonna be P7 for him, most likely. Oh, Fast might get into that 10 seconds of Lars. But all that matters in this race is, of course, the winner. Actually, that's not entirely true. More things than just the winner matter. But most points today, in fact, all 27 points today will go to Panda. He did not blow up his own tire. He comes across the line in first, and he has won today's race. He'll be leading the championship after today's race, I think, even. If Wessel finishes 5th. So that's 10 points, and that's 27 points. Who's 12 points behind, he'll be leading by 5 points. Faimi comes across the line in P2 after Wessel and Euphoria dropped back massively after Catastrophe. And Lars, I think, is saving his tires. Saving fuel, maybe? Ah, must be saving his tires. Must be. Lars will get a podium, most likely. We will get rid of that 10-second penalty for him. Fast will come home in 3rd, but will be dropped back to 4th, most likely. Wessel spins across the line in 5th. Laurens gets 6th place, overtakes Euphoria on the last 2 laps with that blown tire. On the other side of the track, took him so long to get back to the pits, dropped him so far back, and it will be such heartbreak. Only P7 for him. He made no mistakes at all today, but he'll be P7. If I had a nickel for every AV race this season where there was a puncture on the last few laps, I'd have 2 nickels. Which is weird. Because we've only had 5 races. Absolute madness. Panda wins the race, takes over the lead in the Drivers' Championship, is followed by Faimi, who I think stays in 3rd, but catches up to Wessel as well. And we will have Lars finishing up on the podium. That's his 3rd podium in 5 races. Very good result from him as well, I think. Whew. I thought this was gonna be another boring race, but it turned out to be rather exciting. Heartbreak then. Mostly for Euphoria, also for Wessel. Fight me on the podium. Crazy stuff. As usual, we'll be back next week. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. We are going to Italia. We're going to Monza. No, we're not going to Monza first. We're going to Imola first. And then the week after that, we're staying in Italy and we're doing Monza. Yeah, fun stuff. Fun stuff. Nice tracks to look forward to. Doing European tracks first is fun. We'll be back next week. Bye-bye.